there's moments in history that will never be captured again, that will never be replicated again. And I'm very proud to say I was part of that. You know what I mean? Well, I am part of that, again, because we're still writing the book. This ain't over. Game ain't over. I thought it was game over, but yeah, I guess putting the coin again, it'll play again. I can beat him. I know I can beat him. You've seen I can beat him. He just, invested well. Some good game plan. He's a good fighter.
You can beat him, but you never can control when somebody knock you out. So chin is a different thing, brother. This one you can't control. When you get the punch, if this did not defend your face, it doesn't work. Doesn't matter how good you are,
And I don't know if it's like some sort of like mental holdup that Izzy has with this guy, because this guy's beaten him a couple times, but he didn't respond well to the shots when Pereira was hitting him. He didn't respond well. It was almost like he froze every single time he got hit by this guy.
And this time, if he loses to Pereira again, 4 times across the career, both their careers, I don't know what he does. Pereira's a tough dude. We know he's got that puncher's chance. We know Izzy was able to style on him. Does Izzy take more risk early on? Does he wrestle him early on? I don't know.
What goes down in the rematch, What kind of approach can Izzy do differently? We know that Izzy took him down and out-grappled him essentially. I think it was round 2 and round 3. So will Izzy come into this one? Will he do a ton of grappling?
I think investing in grappling and wrestling is always going to be smart for Izzy to do, just so he doesn't feel trapped. And I think having some wrestling and grappling in the fight that we saw against Alex did alleviate some of the pressure that he was feeling early on.
I don't know how he beats him. I mean, he should wrestle him for sure, because that's a clear path to victory. But that's not his game either. And then it becomes, there's got to be some sort of ego involved.
There might be a little part of Izzy that says, you know what, I was beating him on the feet, I was outpointing him, and I want to prove that I can beat him in MMA or a kickboxing fight. My advice to Izzy would be, don't let those demons or that ego get a hold of you.
Alex is just like his time, precision, and the way, the ability to learn the ground is because I trained with kickboxers before, the transition and I trained with jiu-jitsu champion before the transition to MMA. Alex is just fascinating me in the way he learned, the way he get it, and he's doing his own moves right now. And he goes on like, hey, look at this. This one, I trying to get out there. It's like he's showing different moves. They were like, yeah, man, that's cool.
He said I don't think he's gonna want an immediate rematch. I'm like, he doesn't know me.
Yeah.
I will fight you until I beat you.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'll be 60. I'll come to your favela. I'll knock on your fucking tin door. My walking stick and be like, yo, you and me right now. We need to go. Because that's just me.
He basically said, I'm coming after him. I'm going to find a way to beat that dude. I was on my way to beating him. And he was honest about all of it, about how Pereira landed a bunch of calf kicks early on, fucked up his leg. Yeah, those calf kicks have changed the fucking game.
That's what was so fascinating here, guys, is that both guys were trying to take away a wheel. Both were trying to take away that lead leg. They were kicking the hell out of it. Calf kicks, calf kicks, calf kicks. Pereira, being the bigger, larger man, that's where I think the difference was. His kicks took greater effect on Izzy's, and I don't think Izzy was able to move the way he wanted to.
He hurt my perineal nerve. So that's why my footwork wasn't as sharp as I wanted it to be. So I was trying to find ways to get off the fence, but my feet kept on dragging. My left foot kept on dragging. It was really annoying.
Kind of say, look, first thing, I think Izzy made a very tactical error for the next fight. He's already come out and said the calf kicks killed him.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? I really believe the next fight's going to be worse, because I think this guy came out, first off, why was his back against the cage? I do agree with the calf kicks, but his pressure is suffocating.
If we look at the fight just from a mental perspective, I believe Adesanya had a better chance last fight. But in saying that, though, maybe now that the worst has happened again, it frees him up for the next one. You know, it can go. It can.
Yeah.
You can see where it can swing both ways really easily. It can either swing one way where it frees him up. The worst has happened. Whatever. And he gets in there like mentally free, or he's worried about it happening again with the small gloves because it had happened.
Izzy was beating him in that third fight. All rounds. It was probably 4 rounds to 0. But that being said, I also, there's still that kryptonite. And if Pereira does come out swinging and he hits him with that second punch, he's gonna knock him out. He's gonna beat him.
No man beats no man every time. That's not what we do here. Especially at this level. We're all good. We're all great. We're all trying to be the best. But it's not a static status that we can have. We're not just the best and now I'm the best forever. It doesn't matter what happens in the future. No, there's ebbs and flow to this. So you're good one day, somebody else gonna be better than you the next.
Man, I expect everything. I expect everything because they both is the high level guys. I know the Adesanya style, personally, and I was fan for him. But man, bets happened, and in the 5th round, he little broke his leg, and that was happened. But I think he can be the champion again.
Pereira has looked dominant thus far, and he is a phenomenal talent. Great shot with a bow. We keep seeing that. So it's really. I think Izzy gets the job done. I do. I think Izzy knows how to win.
I feel like it's going to be a hard fight, obviously, for both guys to win. Alex beat him 3 times now in kickboxing. This is going to be a kickboxing fight. This isn't going to be a wrestling match unless Izzy. I mean, Alex doesn't seem like an easy guy to take down. He's obviously working on that shit. Who knows if Izzy's just going to grind and wrestle and try to take him down, change the fight in that aspect, because Alex did not look super good on the ground when he did get taken down.
Right.
But I don't know if Alex or Izzy's going to be able to really switch it up and do that. Who knows? Izzy literally would have knocked him out if there was 10 seconds left in that first round. A couple seconds left. So it's hard to say.
I don't know. I just think that this series is far from finished. And even were Adesanya to go down 4-0, I don't think that you'd be wrong to have a 5th meeting, right? Like sometimes people will say, oh man, he's down 3-0. It's like, yeah, well, he was 5 minutes away from being up 1-0 in MMA. And that's the sport we're talking about against the guy, right?
I think Adesanya will get it. I'm biased. I'm friend with Israel Adesanya. He's surrounded by very good people that will help him keep his head in the game and his head straight. If you always have yes men around you and you're not surrounded by good people, your career can have a very negative effect.
You could look at Izzy. You could say Izzy's down 3-0 against this guy, right? He is. But again, from what I've seen, I still believe he's the better fighter. It's just you just got to be careful with Pereira. I guess Pereira's just one dangerous. So respect to him.
It just sets the story up for the future, like even better. Like there's nothing people love more than the Cinderella story. You know what I mean? And this is like a true. This is Israel's. This is where it shows what he's truly made of, and this is his opportunity to write the next chapter of his book, which is the Cinderella comeback story about the Brazilian Titan getting brought down a size. It's it's another cool chapter, and I'm looking forward to. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
We're quietly confident. I mean, you got to understand, we were winning that fight relatively comfortably. We felt we were taking the round. And we can make some changes there and build on a lot of positive things that happened in that fight for us.
It's kind of working out perfectly for Alex, where you get another shot.
Yeah.
You get to go and face Israel again. That's the best matchup for you. You got a guy that is probably going to stand with you. When he's really going to get challenged is when he has somebody that's going to say, I'm going to grapple your ass.
So the moment like a Whitaker or even like a Marvin, anybody who just goes in there and tries to fucking wrestle will win. He won't be a champion for long.
That thought right there, honestly, is why and what motivates Pereira, right? What motivates Pereira and makes him think at that level is because the vast majority sees it as that. That serves as motivation for that man, because even though that man is one of the greatest kickboxers of all time, his name was built because Izzy became the UFC champion. He had beaten Izzy twice. He's the UFC champion now because people believe he was given matchups that favored him to get him to Adesanya. So it's like it serves as motivation for this guy.